Alright, so we got some big news to talk about today. Yeah, this came out of nowhere. Like, did anyone, like, think for, like, a fucking second that this was, like, gonna happen? Did anyone, like, for the slightest moment, did anyone stop and go, hey, this could actually happen? Though, to be fair, there were some rumors to this little thing. And what little thing am I talking about? Well, you can see from the title, yes, we are talking about none other than the announcement for Attack on Titan crossing over with Dead by Daylight. Now, to be fair, it isn't so much a crossover as we're getting landscape and it's more like skins, but it does look like we're getting Eren, Kenny, Armin, Mikasa, and a few others. We are at least getting the Armored Titan, but he's going to be a little smaller. Which is kind of interesting. Like, the Armored Titan, I was figuring, like, they would go with the recent era and go, like, the Beast Titan or something. But you can't go wrong with the Armored Titan. You really can't. This is really cool. Like, this, once again, shows that like, Dead by Daylight is really breaking bonds with this market. Did anyone think Sadako was going to be a killer in Dead by Daylight? No. Still waiting on Candyman, though. What's the deal with that, guys? What's the deal here? I know you can't. I don't like. A lot of people say, well, why don't they just do Jason already? I never was like, oh, they're never gonna get why don't they do Jason? Why don't they do Jason? Because they can't. No one knows what the fucking rights are for Jason right now. So you don't think they would go for Jason Voorhees right out the? You don't think they would get Jason? No, they couldn't. Because, well, A, because of his own video game, and B, the motherfucker, the moment the video game kind of died down, the fucking rights happened. The whole court thing happened. So that's why I was never like, I've never been the one to go, yeah, it's cool, but then it doesn't have Jason. It's the same, and also, fuck everyone who got Leatherface removed from the Dead by Daylight list. Fuck all of you. Fuck all of you. For those who don't know, basically they removed Leatherface from the game because what was going on were certain people were using Leatherface's his Memento Mori to cut people's faces off, namely the black characters in the game, and wear it as like blackface, and that was intentional. And it kept happening until the Dead by Daylight devs had to pull him. So, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks a lot for ruining for the rest of us. Anyway, so, getting back on topic. Sorry, I just need to get that off my chest. Getting back on topic, I'm really excited for this. I'm really excited for the idea of Attack on Titan and anime being in the game. And again, this really does show that, Dead by Daylight is really like, it's anyone. And I think we were all thinking, like, it could be anyone after Pyramid Head showed up. Because, the Demogorgon, when the Demogorgon showed up, it was like, okay, that makes sense. Stranger Things is a big thing. But when fucking Pyramid Head got in, everyone was like, anyone could get in. And then Nemesis. And I'm pretty sure Mr. X is going to be the next one. Because they did say they're doing another Resident Evil one. Although I kind of hope it's Lady Dimitrescu. Just, reasons. Don't fucking judge me. Anyway, I really think that's cool. And it really does open up the, of who else could get in. And, yeah, I'm still waiting on Candyman. I don't know if Universal's just being a douche about it, but it'd be nice if you could do that. So, this does open, like, between this and Sadako, it does make me think that maybe they're breaking further into the Eastern market, which is really cool. I've always said that Japanese horror beats out American horror by a country mile. It literally, like, there are movies I will watch once and go, I can't do it again. I can't do it again, guys. I can't put myself through it. Like Audition. Watched it once. Freaked me out so bad I couldn't watch it again. House. My brain broke after watching House. Not the Steve Miner movie. You know what house I'm talking about. So that movie broke my brain. let's see, a lot, like, not just Japanese horror movies, too. Korean horrors, there's some really damn good ones. Not just Train to Busan, but, like, there are several. There are a ton of great horror movies in the Asian market. So it doesn't shock me that they're really breaking into that. And it does make me wonder, since this is our first anime, there's a whole ton of Japanese characters to really play with. Like, there is a legit ton of anime and movie characters that you could really play with. Like, this would be really cool, because it really is, like, the gameplay for it could easily transition to Dead by Daylight, and that's Corpse Party. Y'all, can you could you imagine Sachiko as a killer? Could you just imagine, that for a second, of Sachiko as a killer, and just the school? Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, the school, Sachiko is the killer. That would be my first pick. I know Corpse Party is not, like, uber popular, but, like, it's got a major cult following in terms of just video game and anime. So, well, the anime is, but the game is legitness. So yeah, that's really cool. I really I would be so down for a game for Corpse Party to be in Dead by Daylight. As for others, Higurashi would be really cool, but I don't know who would you have as the main killer, because it all cycles around. Another would be the Memento Mori would be the Umbrella kill. You know what I'm talking about too. The one, like, y'all know that, like, the umbrella, like, when you all saw the umbrella scene, you all went, ah! I don't even have to ask. Like, I know everyone saw the umbrella scene and went, ah! I don't like that. It made you go down the stairs a lot slower with an umbrella, didn't it? Danganronpa would be interesting. I don't have Junko as the killer, or Monokuma. Probably be Monokuma, because he's the face of the franchise. Have Kyoko and Makoto as the survivors, guest characters. Yeah. Have it in the school. There you go. Although I would say, it would probably be Monokuma, but it'd be, let it be Junko as the killer. Because literally the whole story is if Dead by Daylight is like this god that is like nothing. It doesn't believe in anything, and Junko's all about that. So, yeah, that would be. I think that'd be really cool. I think that as for other really good horror anime, I would say maybe Vampire Hunter D. But the problem is that you don't have a lot of good, Actually, Hellsing would be interesting. Hellsing would be fun. Have it set in the building, and you could have the killer, the killer be one of the members of Millennium. Probably, I would imagine, one of the Valentine brothers. Or Alucard himself. But then again, you would have to do a lot of hard explaining on that one. Trying to think of who else could really really work in that regard. Who could really what other good horror anime I really think of. Oh god, I can only imagine they'd use Island of Giant Insects. Yeah. But the one that really stands out to me is a horror anime I would really like them to really do is Corpse Party. That's my first and foremost pick, is if you're going to do more horror anime, because Attack on Titan was kind of horror in the first season. It's very action horror. But if you want to go as a straight up horror anime to do Dead by Daylight devs, Corpse Party. Trust me, Corpse Party all the way. What else? As for other, since we've done Sadako, maybe Kayako would be a nice killer. Have the house be the area. I would say maybe go with since Toei is doing jack all with anything. How about one set with not Toei, Katakawa, excuse me. How about go to Katakawa and do something with the Yokai Tales? Dead by Daylight with Yokai Tales? That'd be great. Especially if you based around the first movie. Awesome. Yeah, that's a deep cut right there. As for oh god, the killer from Audition. Yeah, that would be a crazy one. Yeah. But again, like it really, like with Attack on Titan, it really does open the door to so many other things. It really does open this big door that really makes you go, who else could get in? Who else could get in? I'm like, that's the major thing I'm really like excited about, is just the thought of who else could get in this in here. Horror anime, Japanese horror movies, J-horror, K-horror. Could you imagine one with Tokyo Gore Police? Could you imagine Dead by Daylight with Tokyo Gore Police? Oh my god. I will throw all my money at that if they did one with if they did a collab with Tokyo Gore Police. Oh my god. Or Tokyo Ghoul for that matter. That'd be a neat... Actually, yeah, here's another one I didn't think of earlier. Parasite. Dude, Dead by Daylight with Parasite? Or Terraformers? Could you imagine the giant cockroach? One of the giant cockroaches is the killer? Oh my god. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys... I know this was more of a video talking about like who else, like a wish list, but there really wasn't more to talk about with the Attack on Titan one, but I am excited for it. But you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of Attack on Titan mixing with Dead by Daylight? Are you guys excited for that? Are you guys not? And what kind of like Asian horror anime or horror movies would you like to see them tackle next on Dead by Daylight? Just comment below, let me know, and as always, if you want to see some exclusive content, head over to my Patreon. Other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.